Imagine a world where the approach to war was a mistake. Would it change the way we perceive conflicts? This is the question that hangs in the air as we delve into the recent remarks made by President Joe Biden concerning Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's strategy in Gaza. Chronologically, let us journey back to the start of this year. In January, Senator Bernie Sanders was already urging President Biden to revoke unconstrained financial support for Israel, citing the high civilian casualties in Gaza. He emphasized that a change in U.S. policy towards Israel was necessary, and that aid should be contingent on Israel's adherence to international law and respect for human rights. Fast forward to April, and the situation intensifies. President Biden calls for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza during a tense conversation with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The president stressed the need for Israel to take specific actions to prevent civilian harm and address humanitarian suffering. Potentially, this could signal changes in U.S. policy if the necessary actions aren't taken. Now, let's shift our focus to the other side of the coin. Despite facing criminal charges, Netanyahu remained influential within Likud, and his legacy is deeply ingrained in Israeli politics. Even after his tenure, his influence is expected to persist. However, his divisive tactics have left Israeli society fractured, and his hardline stance on the conflict has hindered progress towards peace. In summary, the key points to take away from this scenario are as follows. The U.S., under President Biden, is considering a change in its approach towards the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Senator Bernie Sanders is advocating for a stronger stance in support of Palestinians. Meanwhile, Benjamin Netanyahu's approach to war in Gaza is under scrutiny, with his legacy continuing to influence Israeli politics and society. The world watches as these events unfold, and the question remains, is the approach to war a mistake, or is it a necessary evil in the pursuit of peace? Only time will tell. Until then, stay informed, stay critical, and never stop asking questions.